The beginning after the end, Volumes 2 and 3 review. We left Volume 1 with Arthur and his family on their journey to Cyrus. During the travels, the family and the adventurers group accompanying them are attacked by bandits, but thankfully, every single person in the group can fight. Or so Art thought. His power is not using her powers, and when Art's father tells him the reason, Art knows he can let anything happen to her, even at the cost of his own life. He wanted to spend more time with his family, but he doesn't have any regrets when he pushes his mother out of the way of a mage attack and falls down a cliff. Art wakes up once again, and this time there is a voice in his head guiding him to a hidden crevice. What he finds is a monster. Well, it might look like a monster on the outside, but Sylvia's true nature is gentle. She speaks with Art and teaches him until it's time for him to leave, but Art's journey back to his family is not finished. He finds himself in the forest where slave traders are kidnapping an elf. Art, still bothered by what happened with the bandits, lets out his frustration on the slave traders and saves the little elf girl. Now he can finally go back home. Wrong. He has to help the little elf girl, Tisia, go back to the Elven Kingdom, but when he's there, he discovers the power that Sylvia left behind him and the object she gave him. If Art can learn to control that power soon, he never make it back to his parents, and for the real this time. I think that the beginning of the end, Volume 2 and 3. Volumes 2 and 3 we have experienced all the feelings that book lovers know all too well. Laughing out loud, throwing the book to the ground to protest about what's happening to the characters, and crying when reaching the last page. There was just so much going on in these two volumes that I feel like I need Volume 4 ASAP. Arthur is still a kid in these volumes. Even if time passes, we see his physical growth happening together with his power. However, I say that his mental growth didn't happen as having the memories of his past life, as King Grey never really allowed him to act as a child, making fighting and political decisions second nature to him. However, he is able to have childlike experiences thanks to the experiences of Tasia. Tasia is a kid too, but she doesn't have the memories of her past life, so she acts as a kid of her age. She knows Art is strong, and after to save her, she starts to trust him and opens up her heart to him. Tasia happens to be the princess of the Alva Kingdom, so she had always kept a distance from ourselves. As I just wanted to use her to get closer to the king and queen, but Art is different. We also get to meet Varian Erlet, previous king of the Eleven Kingdom and Tisia's grandfather. Arthur and Varian hit it off, and Varian helps Art learn how to manage the power left behind by Sylvia. Her beast well, I screamed so hard when Art told Varian what type of beast Sylvia was. We are finally clued in on the front cover image from Volume 1. I can wait to see what happens both with the beast of power and with Sylvia. The person Sylvia left behind to Art. And of course, I hope Art can finally make it back home soonish. He just had to wait to be able to finally image the beast well. Otherwise, he'll die. Simple as that. I only had one negative comment about the series that started with Volume 1. The page count was quite low compared to the other manhwa, and the price the volume sells for. On Volume 2 still has a low page count. I'm happy to see that in Volume 3 the numbers are going up. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the next volumes will maintain the higher page count. The beginning after the end, Volumes 2 and 3 are written by Turtleme and illustrated by Fuyuki33. This manga started as a novel and it became a serialized and tapas as a comic. It's been published in print format, and the English language by Young Press Volume 4 is slated for release in November. 9 out of 10.